What's up, guys? This is my second unboxing today. If you watched my first video of the alien bust, I was touching on how I got rid of a couple life-size busts because I'm trying to steer away from them. Neytiri was one of the life-size busts that I got rid of, so I picked up the legendary scale figure to put in her place. This is brand new. It hasn't been opened. This is a couple years old. So far, I mean, I just dug in, got everything ready. The box is a little plain. I just think for a movie that's known for basically what it is, you know, the colors and the story, they should have put something on the box, but that's it, just a plain box. So we'll dig in here. Alright, so the base is on top. It does say limited edition, but this piece was not numbered. So don't really know how many were made. Gonna have to clean that up a little bit. I did hear stories about I believe there's 3 light up pods that go on here. I did hear lots that when this piece first came out a couple years ago, a lot of the light up pods were not working. So I'm kind of hoping they work, but there's really nothing I can do about it at this point. So the bow is kind of just laying in there on top, which is dumb since you can't do nothing with it until you get the statue out. So I want to try and be extra careful with this, because when she does come up for sale, you see a couple on eBay, all of these legs are broken. So I don't know if it was you know, a sculpting issue or the way it was packaged, but both of the legs are always cracked in the same position. So we got some pegs on the ground here. That one doesn't want to line up. Okay, that one's in. Okay, so that's a little tight. Maybe it's designed that way. I still can't get it fully down. Like I said, I don't want to break it, so I'm trying to be extra careful. Okay. So she's in place. So far, the paint looks really good. One thing I'm noticing right away, the lips are a shade of pinkish red. On the life-size bust, they were more of a lightish blue. So offhand, I'm not sure which one's right, but the lips on the bust are definitely different. And one other thing, I know Sideshow doesn't really put a size on their legendary scale figures. Prime One's been coming out with some half scales. This Iron Man is half scale, so the legendary scale figures are often referred to as half scale. This is definitely not half scale because she's like 9 or 10 foot in the movie, and she's a lot smaller than some of my half scale, so I guess the term legendary scale is correct. They can make the scale whatever they want, but people often refer to them as half scale. Is definitely not half scale. All right. So here's one of the pods. You can kind of see it's sculpted out on the base, so you can see which pod goes where. This one looks like it goes over here, I think. Nope. I don't really see a place for that one. Let me put the other one on first. This one definitely goes here. I'm doing something wrong here. It just look like they line up and they don't. This one has to go over here. Alright, that looks okay. And I guess that one goes like that. I'm not going to drag it out anymore. They look okay. I believe the bow goes on first. And there is a hole in the bottom of her hair where the bow hooks in place. And then you kind of just put the string around into her hand, because that is what she's holding. So the string's a little loose. I can mess around with that. Might be something that happened over time. But yeah, it doesn't look as tight as it's supposed to be. Piece of hair. There's a spot here for it. I guess that should have went on first. I'll put this down. Sorry, this is taking a lot longer than I thought, and I'm just trying to be extra careful, because I don't want to break anything. Okay, the hair piece, I mean, it's just sitting there in place, but it doesn't seem like it's going all the way in, but I'm not going to force it. It's not really going to bother me how it is. You have the tail. a spot here. That is touching the leg. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. I mean, I doubt it goes up. Okay. So I guess it goes around the leg and just rests there. Seems like it's locked in. There are a couple other pieces here. I'm not really sure where they go. Okay, so you have the dagger. That's pretty cool what they did. I have a life-size dagger replica and it doesn't really look like this, but I'm not sure which one's accurate. So this looks like it should be on her waist somewhere. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so this. Okay, so that looks a little weird to me. I guess you're not supposed to view it from the back, but it's kind of just laying on the tail. Looks okay from the front. I'll put the bow back on. So the bow is now covered by this hair that I put on. So maybe the bow's supposed to go on first. I don't know. Shouldn't be as difficult. Yeah, I think the bow should have went on first. Put that around her fingers. This should be pretty simple to tighten that up. Give it a better look. Okay, so that maybe that's why the hair wasn't fitting in, because it's supposed to rest on top of the bow. Okay, that should be it. Oh, sorry. Forgot the other arm. Okay, it's a good magnet. You should have no problem with that. Not really sure how. I think you're supposed to display it on like a side view. So I think I'm going to display her kind of like face in front. Yeah, I'm going to display her like that. So, I mean, I'm not blown away. It is a very cool piece. I got it at a hell of a price. I paid $1,000 for it. I think this thing retailed at like $16.99 when it came out. But this happens sometimes when you pick up an older piece after you've seen, you know, the quality get better and better, and then you have companies like Prime One that come out and just produce top-notch shit. So it's very good. I don't want to put anybody off, but I'm not blown away. Especially because of the life-size bust was killer in every way. So I'm kind of comparing her to that. I gotta plug it in and see if these pods light up, but either way there's nothing I can do about it. I'll give you guys a couple close-ups and then I'll close this one out. Sorry, this thing ran a lot longer than I expected. A lot of these pieces were fragile and no instructions, so I really didn't know how to put them on. I really got to check out those lips. I don't remember, but definitely on the life-size bust they were blue. They were not, they were like a very, very, very light blue. There's a lot going on back there with the tail and the dagger, the hair piece, and the bow. That should about wrap it up. Sorry this thing ran a little long. You guys got any questions? As always, just let me know. I'm going to be doing a couple more reviews or unboxing. So if you want to stop back, got any questions, drop a comment. I'll get back to you. Thanks, guys.